I didn't come here to ask for your name. I came to fall, to play no game.
When I was preparing for this vocal variety speech, one piece of advice really stood out to me, and that is that you do need to match your vocal variety to what your words are, because otherwise it can sound very artificial and you can totally distract from the story that you're trying to tell. And I think this applies to singing as well, this rule that you should match your vocal variety to the words. Frank Sinatra was one of the greatest singers of all time, and he has a famous quote, "I never let my singing get in the way of my storytelling," because great singing is about telling a story. So today I'm going to talk about vocal variety in singing, and you're going to hear a lot about a certain Angelina Jordan, because as a lot of you know, I am a huge fan of hers, but you're also going to hear about some other singers as well. So let's take loud versus soft singing. When Angelina Jordan sang the song Bohemian Rhapsody, she started out in almost a whisper. Anywhere the wind blows. And by starting out that low, she had the whole audience just on the edges of their seats listening for the words. And then she gradually increased the volume up to this beautiful belt, and then went back down again in volume. And what was actually quite a bombastic song was turned into a beautiful ballad.
Really matters to me.
Then there's like fast versus slow singing. And I think of the song It's a Man's World by James Brown. Now he sings a lot of the words in that song very quickly, but then he also has these long pauses between certain phrases, and he also stretches out certain words. And all of this adds to this soulful feeling to the song.
Man made the car to take us over the road. Man made the train.
And then there's variety in pitch. The singer Adele has a famous song a million years ago, and it has some low, sad verses alternating with a higher pitch chorus. And Angelina Jordan has a version of this where she takes that pitch variety to a new level, adding to the emotional impact of the song. For example, those low, sad verses, she takes certain phrases and goes really, really low, and it just adds to the kind of mournful feeling.
This is crazy.
My feet, they can't look me in the eye. It's like
She's got more character to her voice.
I try to think of things to say, like a joke or a memory. They don't
sounds better than Adele.
recognize me now.
Now, there's a lot of other kinds of vocal variety in singing that I'm not going to get into today because it really only applies to singing. Things like having a smooth voice versus a raspy voice, or I can't do this at all, but how much vibrato you have. And I must say that I think that Angelina Jordan does this vocal variety better than any other singer that I can think of. But back to the beginning of what I was saying about the vocal variety needs to match what your words are. This is one reason why I think that the singer Christina Aguilera, for example, powerful voice, but I don't think she's a great singer because, as Frank Sinatra would say, she lets her singing get in the way of her storytelling too often. That song, It's a Man's World, She has this live version of it and Angelina Jordan also has one. And in Christina's version, it is this virtuoso display of vocal variety. She has these long runs and these really high notes and this growls. But the thing is, she is using the song as a vehicle to showcase her singing. And so the actual story of the song kind of gets lost behind those vocal fireworks. Whereas Angelina Jordan, she uses her voice as a vehicle and her singing as a vehicle to make the song better. So, for example, she has this extremely powerful belt, but it comes at the end of the song on the most important word of the song and emphasizes the importance of that word. So it's using her voice to enhance the storytelling of the song. And by the way, when I heard a recording of that performance by her, I was delirious with joy. So, in conclusion, I'm going to try to sing a song in the style of Angelina Jordan. Just kidding. I'm not going to torture you guys because I am a horrible, horrible singer. But in all seriousness, when the tools that Toastmasters provides you, such as vocal variety, you need to look at those as means to an end. And the end is to make the content of your speech the most impactful and memorable it can be. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
I keep on falling in